Hey, how are you? My name is Mike, Stewart.ca, and welcome to episode 11 of the First Time Home Buyer's Guide from Vancouver. Now, in episode 10, we talked about dates in a contract to purchase and sale. Today, we're going to talk about section 7, and that is included and excluded items. But before we get to that, I want to talk about two types of items that you're going to find in a property. The first of those items is a fixture. Now, a fixture is something that's actually physically attached to the property. So those are things like your windows, your doors, your flooring, your ceiling, the exterior envelope, the parking garage, the building structure. All those things are fixtures. Now, most of the time we don't put down fixtures in section 7 because it's taken for granted that the fixtures make up the property and they're going to be transferred upon completion of the land titles office. But very often there are specific fixtures in a property that a seller may want to take and that a buyer wants to ensure stays. So things like chandeliers, big screen TVs, anything specifically that the buyer wants that could be taken by the seller. If you, the buyer, want to keep those, make sure you write it down very explicitly in section 7. Okay? Now, the other type of item that you deal with when you're buying or selling properties are chattels. Chattels are things like furniture, personal items, art, personal effects, all those sorts of things that are in the property. Most of the time, again, these aren't included in section 7, but if you want something in the apartment, make sure you note it down in section 7. Now, say for example, you see a bearskin rug in the living room. You want to include that? Put it down in section 7. You see an organic food processor in the kitchen, note it down, put it in section 7 so you get it. Okay? Now another thing, excluded items. Okay? Now say for example there's a 10,000 pound safe that costs $10,000 to remove and it's in the middle of the living room. And you don't want it in the you don't want it when you complete on the property. Put it in the excluded items. Put safe in the living room, and then that will be the responsibility of the seller to have that removed by the completion date. So very, very important. If you want something included or excluded, make sure it goes to section 7. Now, another thing, what is normally found what is normally included when you buy a property? What is normally in section 7? What normally is in section 7 are things like the kitchen appliances, so washer, dryer, dishwasher, stove, oven, all those sort of things, and then the washer dryer, of course, and then like a set of keys, set of fobs, those sort of things. Those are normally what's in section 7. Oh, and again, the window coverings are normally in section 7. But sometimes we do put fixtures in, we do put chattels in, and sometimes fixtures and chattels are in the excluded items. So, if you have any questions, you're a first-time home buyer, you got questions about the contract to purchase and sale, give me a call, 604-763-3136, or email me, Mike@MikeStewart.ca. Thanks very much for watching. We'll speak to you soon.